Hey guys, what's up? I am back and this is going to be a foundation little demo, first impressions of the new Kat Von D shades in her Lock-It foundation collection. Now, this is not going to be a video with all the shades. I bought one shade that I think is my shade, and previously when she first launched the collection, I could not find a shade good enough to match me. And if I did find a shade that was good enough, it would have the wrong undertone, so still ended up not being a good match. So when she came out with the new shades, I found one at IMATS that I felt matched really well. So we're going to test that out today and see how that works out. Okay, so this is the Tattoo Lock-It foundation, and this is in the shade medium 65, and it is a warm shade. It has a warm undertone in it. This is how the box looks. You guys are already pretty familiar with her packaging, and that is the shade. Alright, so I've already moisturized my face and I'm going to use the Cover FX primer. This is the mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. So I'm just going to put this all over my face. So I'm just going to use some of the foundation to clean up my brow, and I love the way that Kat has the stopper in the front of her bottle because it stops all of the product from leaking out. I know, like, when you squeeze out something for the very first time, like over time it gets messy and then it starts to leak out a little bit, but this little stopper is very convenient and helping you stopping that, so kudos to Kat. Now I'm going to take a little mini, but not the micro mini, beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that out on my eyes. So I bought the bundle at IMATS with her brush, the setting powder, and the foundation. So I'm just going to use her number 10 Edge foundation brush to apply the product. It's very different. Doesn't have a smell, but it's very dense, but the hairs feel different. Yep, definitely I can feel it drying because I can hear it like raking against my skin. Well, not really raking like a bad thing, but like I can hear the brush like pulling. It definitely does lock in place, hunty. Alright, so this is with one pump on one side, and the brush is definitely not streaky at all. I feel like it was a very nice application. The color, I still feel like it's a bit, more yellow than it needs to be, but this was a much better match than any of the others. So this is the foundation all over my face and neck. Would I apply this foundation with this brush every day? No. I look a bit cake faced. Yeah, this thing is super duper full coverage. I'm gonna need my beauty blender to absorb some of this. I don't like how it's like on the sides of my nose, it just doesn't look real. And this is definitely going to show any dry patches that you have on your skin. So make sure you exfoliate before you put this on. Alright, so now I'm going to go and do the rest of my face, and I will be back. So I also bought Kat's concealer, and this is her Lock-It concealer in Deep 31, and I'm just going to apply that underneath the eyes. So like I said, just gonna take Kat's setting powder, and this is in translucent, of course. And this is how it looks. Oh, it's actually it reminds me of a kind of Chanel packaging maybe, but it's in like a bowl type of jar. Oh, and it has like a star in the middle. Aw, that's nice. Just gonna tap some out. It feels really good on the skin. Like it's super duper soft. Alright guys, so this is what my whole entire face looks like after I've applied the rest of my makeup and gotten dressed and everything. So we're gonna see how this Kat Von D foundation fares out for the rest of the day, and I'm gonna check in a little bit later. I think it's about 4:45 right now, so we're gonna see how she performs for the rest of the night. Hey guys, alright, so it is currently 11:18 p.m. As you can see, my lipstick has faded, but my makeup has not actually. So, how did the Kat Von D foundation hold up? Well, from looking in my mirror, it held up really, really well. Don't mind some makeup that is missing from the top of my nose. That's where I had my glasses, so those are the impressions from my glasses. But I'm looking underneath my eyes, not bad. One eye is better off than the other, and this one right up in here, I see a little bit of curdling of the makeup. Around my nose seems fine, other than the glasses impressions. Around my face seems pretty good. Around my mustache though, it does look like the foundation is starting to separate a bit. And everywhere else seems just fine. Did the foundation oxidize? It didn't seem to really oxidize much of anything, to be honest. I did not get oily at all during the whole night, so I don't know how it will last up against my oils. It was pretty, kind of cool outside and where I was, so I didn't experience like any sweating or anything or any humidity. But the foundation is, fairly lasting. I think on my skin, at least with the primer that I used and everything, I feel like the foundation could hold up a bit better, but I had higher expectations of this foundation, and I don't think that it completely lived up to it all. Like, I thought this foundation would have been like my holy grail or something, but it's just not that. It's a great foundation for certain skin textures and skin types, but for me, this just isn't it for me, to be honest. By the way, I love that setting powder, that Lock-It setting powder. Honey, that is everything. That is everything, okay? I'm loving that. And yeah, the foundation is very, very lightweight, very comfortable to wear. So I didn't run into problems there. I didn't test any of like the transference of it or anything, but primarily because I put a different, I didn't put a Kat Von D powder all over my face. So it would have been more so of the powder transferring rather than the foundation. But yeah, the color match seems to work very well. So I'm glad that I found something that can match me. But it was I just can't get with the texture of this foundation. Like, it's like it wants to be smooth, but it's just locking onto certain areas in my skin and like in the lines and things like that. It's not really a smoothing foundation, It has excellent coverage, but yeah, for my skin, I just don't feel like it makes me look as flawless as I would have hoped that the foundation was going to be. You understand? Like, it just doesn't meet my expectations. It fell a little bit short, but it's still a really good foundation for like events, and like if you're really going out somewhere and you want to be full coverage and you just want to be beat. Yeah, I think this is a good foundation for that, but it's just not for me. I'm not really feeling it. That much. So my final thoughts on this foundation: great product, just not the product for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until my next video, I'll touch you guys soon. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. And until next time, I'll touch you guys soon. Bye.